So let's take a look at our matching grant program since I just mentioned it. The home must be a community land trust leasehold home on a lot owned by Nahalio Maui. That's pretty obvious. Applicant selection. Applicants will be approved based on financial need for down payment and closing cost assistance. Applicants are required to finance the property with the maximum mortgage loan available with the lowest loan origination fee. Maximum Nahalio Maui matching grant per unit. The maximum amount is $10,000 per unit. The amount must be matched or exceeded by the buyer's funds for down payment and closing costs. We have funded almost $100,000 in grants for down payment assistance for our families already. Home Street's contribution is going to help us, and we're going to be starting a fundraising campaign to bring more money into our pool to help you with down payment assistance. Our program is flexible because it's based on need, and we have had some homeowners who only needed $4,000 to close the gap, and they got $4,000. Some have needed $10,000, and they've gotten the maximum $10,000. But we're here to help you close that gap between your savings and what down payment and closing costs are going to take. So affordability period, there's an affordability period on the grant that runs for 15 consecutive years. Grant repayment, grantees are not required to repay Nahalio Maui for the grant funds unless one of the events in the grant repayment restrictions section on the next slide occurs. So we can recapture the grant under these circumstances. Grant repayment restrictions. Immediate repayment of the grant shall occur in the event that the grantee refinances the first mortgage loan on the eligible home, the grantee no longer uses the home as his or her principal residence, which is a violation of the ground lease, or the grantee sells the home during the 15-year affordability period. So if you don't refi and you don't sell, at the end of 15 years, the grant is forgiven, and there is no recapture or repayment. Restriction from additional debt. The grantee shall be restricted from incurring any additional mortgage loans or loans requiring the home as collateral for the entire term of the grant. And release of lien. The grant agreement shall terminate at the time that the affordability period of 15 years or the time the grantee repays the grant. Upon termination of the grant agreement, Nahalio Maui will execute a release of lien.